across division, we finished up our first series of the day in a 3-1 fashion at Enigma 6, taking it over UYU. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, joined by Nameless, Study, and Pac-Man. Now, our next series is going to be Units versus Luminosity, but first, we want to talk a little bit about our Game Fuel Open bracket. Specifically, we want to take a look at a pro who earlier this year was playing in the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Open bracket. It's Nolson from Units. He was subbing in for Splice earlier as well. You can see it now, of course, trying to make his impact here. And Nameless, to that point, what advice would you give a player who's coming in from the open bracket and coming into these pro teams?
Advice I would give them is just to try to, soak up as much knowledge as you can when you're playing against these teams. Like, you obviously aren't going to come in here and start to beat the best teams in the world right away. You're going to have to take some time, especially when you build a roster from the ground up like these guys did. So, Nolson has really seized this opportunity. When he was with Spice, they got a good placing at the last event. He did his best. He didn't have terrible stats, and he tried to play and fit into their system. So now that he's in the Pro League on another team with some guys that he's more familiar with, he can, build a solid foundation to have a run at one of these tournaments coming up.
So on that note then, Units, I believe, will be eliminated from playoff contention if they lose today and Splice wins. So a little bit confusing there, but they will be going up against Luminosity. And, I mean, Units has seemed okay. They did win yesterday, but LG, that's going to be a tough hill to climb, Pac. What do you think?
Both of these teams are just new rosters, so either team can win. Units did win all their respawns yesterday, but it was against UYU, who look abysmal.
Diabolical.
As Rated said, they're diabolical. So, but this LG team has a higher ceiling for sure. Like, no matter what the Units players do, if LG come out on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders, they will win. It's just, who knows what form these teams are in at this moment. They've only played one match each.
That is true, but Luminosity, though, it seems like you, Study, might expect more out of them, perhaps, than you would Units. Do you disagree?
Oh, definitely. You have a team full of champions, and they definitely have a championship this year. You have players like Formal, like John, like Slack. The only thing is, you have real inconsistent games out of Slack and John. That's something that, going into these next 2 months, you're going to really need to improve to be able to win a championship. You need all players to be able to perform. And then now, that with the additions of Brack and Skies, Brack yesterday had a 1.7. That's unbelievable, but John had a 0.8. So if he's just able to bring his up a little more to basically like a 1.1, 1.2, this team is
that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a huge.
Yeah, but we're talking about John.
I don't think they need to get that much better. I just think that they can't get destroyed. Like, they didn't even get destroyed yesterday. They're fine. Like, these guys, like Brack, Formal, and Skies yesterday had an incredible performance. Like, all Slack and John have to do is just play the correct way. That's it. Like, they don't have to have the crazy stats. Just play the correct way and run in front of these guys, right? And I think this team can have a pretty good setup and a good meta. I think that they'll be fine. They have the slang power in those guys, and as long as Slack and John are getting their trades, they're good.
Pac, you agree with them then? It kind of relies, this LG roster, on seeing Slack and John step up, or maybe?
In my opinion, they're actually not even playing that poorly. They just need to be on the same page. Like, so 100 Thieves was winning games while getting outslayed in Hardpoint at Anaheim. You have to just be on the same page and trust your teammates and work together. That's what they need to do. John traditionally is a great player. People are just used to him putting up so much better stats. He's not doing that in this game, but he doesn't actually necessarily need to do that with the players that he has on his team. So like Jay said, Bracket at 1.7 or whatever it was yesterday. In order for someone to do that,
it's only possible
someone has to be baiting for you. Like, unless he's just running around world starring.
And think about it.
Somebody has to be baiting for you to allow you to do that.
Skies and Brack. You expect these guys, people at home that are talking trash and John, it's like, you expect these guys to have a 1.1? Nobody's moving then. Like, there's nobody. Like, Formal isn't the guy that's flying out and challenging. Like, for you guys who watch God for years, Formal's standing there and letting people go in front of him. And now Formal has to pick up his pace naturally because Brack is a very slow player, as well as their many hour Skies. So John and Slack, they're fine having 0.9s, and they can make this team work if they just continue to play the correct way.
Now, all of these teams are, of course, going to be heading to CWL Miami, which is coming up next, that playoff. And Nameless, what's the mentality for a team that's going into the play-in bracket with single Elim versus a team like, say, 100 Thieves that's going already into that playoff bracket?
Everybody's mentality is no mistakes, right? Like, this is the tournament that your life can change at if you win this. So it's like, going into that, especially these teams, in the next 2 weeks, I'd say the mentality is a little bit different. If you're one of those top teams, it's like, okay, let's refine what our mistakes that we have right now. Let's fix that and refine the things that we're good at. If you're a team that's going into the play-in, it's like, we need to figure out how to play the game right now because the big tournament's coming up. So when they get to that tournament, though, and they're there, it's the same killer mindset. Everybody is ready, and they're out for blood.
Study, is that usually stereotypical for every year of Call of Duty where, you know, even if you win first couple tournaments, that's great, but if you don't win in, say, playoffs or champs, you're maybe not considered as having the best year?
Nah.
You get overshadowed, if you will?
It just
Basically, it was like Optic Gaming last year. They won a lot of tournaments in the beginning of the year, and unfortunately at champs, they just got knocked out. And then EG, out of nowhere, were able to win that tournament. But just overall, if you're going into the beginning of the year just hot, you obviously want to be able to end strong. But the biggest thing is, like, those are the 2 big tournaments. Like, all these other tournaments.
The ones people remember.
Those are the ones that leave you a legend. Those are the ones that don't make you forget about someone. Once you get one of those rings, even though we came close, got second, if we got one of those, you become a legend, man.
Well, like, if you look at last year, it's like, I don't think people consider EG the best team of the year.
Yeah.
It's like TK or Rise, but it's just tough, right? Like, you want to win one of those big ones at the end.
You do.
Yeah. All right.
What? I wish I had.
Oh, we gotta get started. It's time to get into the match. Yeah, so we're gonna hand it back over to our casters, Miles and Momo.
We're dying over here. We're ready to go. We've got LG units. Give it to us.
Anyway, bring it in.
Dial that one back. We're ready to rock and roll, friends. Second match of the Pro League today on Tuesday, and LG and units a genuine chance for units to cause an upset, I believe.
Of course.
The respawns are looking fine. They won all the respawns yesterday. Can they do it now against this new LG squad? That's what we're gonna have to find out again. Shout out to whoever takes those photos. These team photos are brilliant. Of course, this new squad of units, you know, made up of the remnants of X-Denial and, you know, obviously the Red Reserve, Ashes. Can they find something special here? Of course, Weeman and Cammy coming over Nolson from Splice. Exciting, exciting stuff. Can units find something special here today? It would be nice to see him in. Not a lot of Brits representing here in the Pro League, of course. This team made up exclusively of Britsville.
Absolutely. I mean, you see Brack. We saw him obviously on the other side of the stage. It's going to be interesting. We saw Brack and Raid on Hot Mic kind of saying, I'm ready for you guys. I think yesterday on social media, I'm not going to use the words rated used, but he basically said, bring it on. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all breaks down. Brack, of course, putting up huge numbers for Luminosity, but units, I do feel, again, if you were to put a poll out there or ask the people out there, people are going to maybe pick Luminosity, but don't underestimate these guys here in units. These guys obviously picked up a big win yesterday. Looking for the second of the week. Weeman, Cammy added to the roster. We say goodbye to the likes of Bance. It really is interesting. You know, Nolson as well coming over from Splice. It's a weird turn of events how things work out. Nolson probably thought he was subbing in for an event, and now he finds himself on a Pro League team.
Hey, man. You play the hand that life deals you. Units, again, they do have a solid opportunity now to cause an upset against an LG squad that, while they did have a good run yesterday, it was a 3-1 for them. There's definitely, you know, signs of weaknesses, but again, that LG roster now, the mindset they're in, we've seen smiles, and everyone was joking like, hey, Formal's having a great time. I mean, that in itself is a scary thing. When that man is playing well, sky is the limit, and with Sky sitting next to him, he's rounded out the newcomers on the team, he and Brack. Exciting to see how far LG can go in this new form. Frequency, Hacienda, Gridlock will be our first 3. And if we have to go all the way, there'll be Hacienda and the Gridlock on the end of that one. Now, of course, Frequency, a little faster. We talked about how slow, you know, Ant actually brought this up, Nameless brought this up on the desk, how slow that Brack and Formal can be. Frequency being a very fast-paced map, very high octane, if you will, quick rotates. How are LG going to go on this one, Phil? I mean, units are a scrappy bunch. I mean, you got the Joe Pennington hitting them flanks.
The one and only.
The one and only, hitting those flanks real fast. You know, we're seeing units have a solid pace. They're a quicker team. They're going to have to be going up against Joe. Oh, sorry, not Joe. John. Excuse me. Got Joe and John on teams. Love that they're first-name team players. 2 players with first names of their tags. Confuse the life out of me. We're going to be seeing that Sorg battle. Joe, John, going up against each other. It is going to be interesting to see, nonetheless.
It certainly is. I mean, my prediction at the start of this one, I went with LG purely because of the star power that they have. I know obviously they've had some good, some bad, some in-between games, but LG for me yesterday, Skies and Brack put up huge numbers. I think there is a little bit of an interesting twist when you're watching them. You've got like Formal baiting for Brack, and it's just weird. You know, Formal was always that guy to put up the huge numbers, and maybe he will be. Maybe it was just a series, but Slack's growing his beard out, and we all know beards are powerful, as seen by TJ, and my goodness, what a handsome man he is.
All right, mate.
He's taking over you, actually.
Get out of here. Shut the front door.
You guys at home, Miles takes his beard very seriously. If anyone has a better beard, they will be cut from the roster or sacked instantly.
I'm the only person on the talent team with an actual beard.
That's true.
Everyone else is...
Mine's like a what's it?
You've dug me into this hole. I have to hold
Yeah,
it
you
now.
do.
I have to be in here now. John's still making classes, friends. If anyone's wondering what's going on, John, world champion. I think he's made all 12. Like, he's going all in. Now he's got one hand on his controller. Come on, John. Let's go, baby. We're ready to rock. We couldn't get the throw from the desk. Now we can't get the throw from you. We want to see some action.
This gives us a perfect time, Miles, just to talk about whatever we want.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, more than anything, I just want to see LG find themselves, man. I just want to see LG find their form. Fort Worth champs. Obviously, a little bit of contention around, you know, the Rampart. What's it going to be? After this patch as well, I'm hearing good things about the GKS. The Sorg is now apparently, you know, a weapon of mass destruction. So it's going to... This patch that hit today, I mean, obviously... You watching now, you listening now. I know I run across a lot of players in League Play who watch the CWL broadcast. Even when I've got it in the background when we're not casting,
yeah,
I'm just sitting there. I hear like in-game mics blasting out like Joe and Clint or Ben and Chance, like while we're just sitting in lobbies. Anyway, point being,
yeah. What are you trying to say?
I'm just looking forward to seeing how that next patch and the potential huge implications it's going to have on Sorg play, how that is going to mix up teams, and who becomes the top team, you know, after, or who changes positions now in our sort of power rankings once you give the buff to Sorgs. Like, John's going to become an absolute unit. Still, we're talking about Dylan in the green room as well.
Oh,
like, that's going to be a scary thing.
Stop it.
He's already a monster with that one. It's going to change Splice in a big way. Anyway.
Imagine Hugh can... Oh, never mind. Let's leave that till next week, I feel. Again, going forward and talking about the game in hand, we've talked a lot about LG. On the other side of the stage, units, again, for some of you guys back home, when I say that, in Europe, of course, know these names. For the guys in North America, Australia, around the world, some of these names are a little bit less known. Obviously, the likes of Cammy, Weeman, they've been here battling at the... in the amateur scene and fighting for a chance to get on this main stage, and now I feel kind of making the most of it is a big factor. Coming in and winning your first game gives you a lot of confidence, but LG is a very fierce team, and especially when you add someone like Skies, especially when you add someone like Bracken. Yes, losing a player like Gunless, it sucks, but I feel it was for the greater good, if you like, of Luminosity.
The greater good, indeed. Sky is now making a class, I think. Rated takes a sip of his game fuel, official beverage of the Call of Duty World League. Nice thumbs up. They do mean good things. Of course, units without a coach. They are looking for a coach at the current moment in time, I believe. I saw Rated's tweet about
They don't need one.
Rated
is the brains of Call of Duty.
Well, that's why they're losing.
What? They're doing fine.
They do need a coach, though. If you're a coach, you know, do help units. They could do with the help friends. Believe it or not, everyone's classes are made, and it is now time to begin. Map number 1, friends. Ready to party. I mean, I've been ready to go. You know why I'm so excited? It's tacos today.
Is it really?
Baby's got the biggest grin on his face.
Is it actually tacos?
Clint is out of his mind right now. Oh. He ate 4.
You shouldn't have told me that, or at least tell me on like map 5.
Ah, you kiss my grass. Here we go, friends. Straight into the first on frequency. And again, units, if you've just joined us, they have yet to drop respawn, actually, since the team's inception. They will be donning the lovely purple. And here we go, straight into you, off the rip. Your boy Cammy on screen gets taken care of. Weeman's the last left alive. Hey, there it is. The trades come through. Skies comes out on top. LG with the points.
Here we go, kicking things off. Very interesting colours here. Paradox going for the vibrant pink for units. However, pinks will drop here. Cammy and Joe. Nelson answers back, of course, with that sword, but we've seen it before. We'll see it again. Frequency hardpoint. Fast, aggressive. Swords at the ready. Slack's going to be locking things down with the grip attached. Interesting, because, again, you see these swords. Some go for the grip, some go for the fast mags. Whatever Luminosity is doing, though, is working brilliantly. Nelson is going to be the one player alive who's now going to win this battle. No! He's going to do it. He finds one traded out, though. You saw it on the minimap, and Luminosity, they're going to have the spawns potentially for the next, but no, only 2 alive. It means 2, 4, and 5 are going to spawn on the other side of the map.
Uh-oh.
Units in with a chance here.
Wait, Formal just caught sight of Rated. Didn't give the kill to John. Almost. That doesn't happen. Now Formal's got a contend with the 3. Charging, bobbing, weaving, bunny, hopping all the way into the back. The kills are there, and now we've got units in the spawns. Brack now, he and Slack trying to punch their way through the back. John on the pinch, perfect timing from LG to now cut those spawners out, flip the spawns to the left-hand side of the map you go, mates. This is our hard point, and we'll be holding it for quite a while now. Luminosity, great play there. All they have to do is not lose all the gunfights to the front door, which Rated finds 2. Units now with a chance to get back into this.
Rated might have found 7 kills. Cammy 0 and 5 as he currently looking for his first, and there it is. Maddox in hand finds not 1 but 2, as they say. 4-kill streak for Joe. He started a little slow, but Units heating up here, taking it straight to LG, and just like that, they're fighting for this last 10, but they're actually going to get the rotation as well. Beautifully done by Units in the last 30 seconds.
And nice work again. Both teams looking solid. First hard point was very much LG's. The Units did a fantastic job to break onto that second. Now as we go into the third hard point, Nolson all in his lonesome, and it's not going to be enough as he gets put down. Here comes the play from LG, straight in through the back. Weeman, Rated, making their way in through the right outside of the map, and it's going to be 3 kills clean for LG. The contest still going though. Obviously we know that cheeky little corridor, very, very difficult. That perfect little left-hand angle allows team to contest quite effectively without the utility to break through that one. Units by name, Units by nature as they now charge through, trying to force Brack out of point. And here we go, up over the top. Nolson again finds another death. Solid contest again. That scoreline unwavering right now until we do see Units with the lead.
Units here, 47. Luminosity with a strong start over by you, but Units here, they're certainly picking it up. Cammy had a slow start. He's found himself 4 kills now. A nice shot punch comes through, and unfortunately for Skies, he's going to get shot in the back by Slack. Slack trying to make it up, though, as he takes down Weeman. Interesting look at the minimap here with 5 seconds left. 4 players now from LG, and Slack trying to just control the middle here. They've got the full rotation, but will it matter? Units have been pretty good at breaking through. We saw it into orange, and the 2 kills that come down on rotation push both of the LG players out here. And like I was trying to explain, Units good at breaking. They're already in. They're taking that hard point, and they're making it their own.
And it's that aggression, it's that fast pace that Units are willing to set. LG just a little slow off the rip, but once you get LG set up, that's where you really get to put Formal to work. That's where you get to put Brack to work, even Skies. I mean, we're talking about some hard-hitting ARs here. But if Units can keep them off balance, if Units can keep them, you know, in that Sorg distance, in that close range distance where the Maddox, Cammy's having a great game as well. I mean, 9 and 8, he's on a 4 right now.
He was 0 and 5. He's really turned it around.
Incredible game. I mean, that's a big turnaround, man. Scrap time is going the way of Units. Hardpoint rotation coming through. We are going to see them contesting now on you. This is the final few moments for Cammy on the dream for streaks. Whoa, there we go. Catches Brack down low. Won't get streaks, though. Weeman on the contest on the next hardpoint. ICR up close and personal. Finds 1, immediately traded out. And again, have to hand it to Units. Solid work here against LG.
Yeah, 1 will be enough, though. 104 to 42. Let's not forget Luminosity dominated the first hard point. Since then, Units has really been electrifying. Talking about it. Tempest at the point. Formal's going to go down. He's not got Tatmas. He's got Engineer on, interestingly enough, and that's because he's a War Machine player. We'll be looking for those trophies, as we'll see a little later on. But Tempest misses for Skies. Misses again. Probably would have connected, but he's going to connect with a third. That's going to be enough. Finds another as he finds the third. Disgusting stuff. I think he looked at the dead body confused at that point there, but Luminosity still a long way to go here. Units with the lead. Tac 5 has been initiated. Weeman, the quick stim shot will keep him back up and running, but with 10 seconds left, Luminosity, is this the only hard point they can hold?
Seems to be so far. Sky's lightning strike, trying to hit the players in the back. Free up that space. Formal wins his 1v1 on the other side of the map against Rated. Now Joe sailing up top. The back line now falls down to Weeman. It's only on him, and he's gone. It was a tall order. Weeman not up to the task. Now it comes to John now, spawning close to the hard point. There goes the remaining members of LG back into the game. Real close. Now, though, you break from Units before was brilliant. Now they've got specialists to work with. Now they can make this happen in a different way. And the contest is there. It is an absolute cluster truck onto the doorway, and that's going to be big kills in the back from Slack as well. The contest from both sides of this hard point is absolutely on point right now. Formal can't get it all done on his own. Slack is there to pick up another. 25 remaining on this hard point. And oh my, Nolson slips off the ledge and right in a Slacked. Units again have done the best they can at the contest, but this has actually been all LG.
Yeah, LG have actually done the exact same as what Units did on the first rotation here. 102 points for them now. And you see LG, they're fighting from the front, fighting from orange, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the spawns for this next hard point. Joe, though, little sneaky beaver from the back, is actually going to be punished by Formal. That sword, not the best weapon to have in that position, but LG, they fight on orange, and then they rotate beautifully here into the window, into the platform. Formal being pushed, being pressured, being pinched. Brack's actually got the Purifier out, and he's going to burn a couple players here. 1, make it 2. Looking for number 3. Not going to find it. Quick stim shot will get him back up to 150. Skies, the newcomer, helps him out. And look at that. LG with the lead.
Lead change. Top mid control now, dominant from Skies. Big shots. Cammy doesn't find any tags, but you know what? Slacked is there. This is a 1v1. Hey, that's not going to be it. Weeman rocks in a little late. The final few shots of the Purifier going through, and Brack's going to get another 2 with it. He's only 200 away from streaks now. Just takes care of the eyebrows of Joe there from a distance. His teammate's going to be in position. Lovely bit of work. 100 away now from streaks. This has been a good run from Brack. If they can bring him down just before he manages to get those streaks, again, a big victory there for Units. But still, rotate comes through. There is the kill. There's the lightning. Now, Luminosity. There we go, opting to invest just the ping. We are going to be seeing, oh, over the top. Brack still good. We're going to stay on board with him before this streak run ends, and a bit of friendly fire is no problem. Full Hellstorm, now with control. And now they're just going to be sitting pretty while Units have to make that big run across map.
Miles, why do you bring Brack and Skies onto your roster? This is why. Because you're putting up a combined 49 kills to 25 deaths. Incredible, incredible ratio from these guys that really stepped it up in the last 60 to 90 seconds, by all means. Who's got streaks? Brack and Skies. Who's destroying? Brack and Skies. Who's got 100 points on the Hardpoint? That's just Skies. Brack's on 54, but never mind. 3 streaks still to play with. Brack's already used his Purifier, and Units, they are being fried right now.
Still, 10 seconds left. Another set of hard points. Units have fallen off. Can they keep their perfect respawn record here in the Pro League alive? They've got a big break now for LG. The Hellstorm comes through. Where is this? What is this technique? Look at that angle. Sadly doesn't find anything. Lovely work though from Brack, getting creative. Slack making his way forward. Lovely shots. Oh, can't get the second. Again, a nice hold from Units. They win the first fight, and here comes the second.
Now, Units have been dominated on this hard point in particular. LG have held it twice now. Are they going to be able to break through? They've got a Lightning, a Hellstorm, a Slam, but it doesn't connect. Rated's actually got the Purifier, and that is one way to curl it in. Skies making use of it, finds the third as he comes off that Hellstorm, and now he's going to jump on in. He's got his second Tempest of the game. This is for Skies. He's absolutely wrecking. 29 and 13, 4-kill streak. Brack, though, again, 27 and 16. This is just making it look too easy. And Units started so strong, but again, Brack and Skies are now combining for 58 to 29, 6-kill streak for Skies. It just seems like they're taking it in turns.
This is ugly, though. The positioning right now, Brack's going to make full advantage of it with that lightning strike. That was going to be tough. The 5-man spawn out top left there of the mini-map. 4 Units, they've got to run through hell to get there, and it's going to be Skies and Brack.
Skies is positive 20 right now. He's got 144 seconds and counting on the hardpoint. Look at the kill feed. Brack, Skies, Brack again. Brack and Skies both don't go down, and don't get me wrong, Slacked is positive 4. Everyone else is still putting numbers up, but this is why Luminosity have stepped their game up so incredibly, so fast. It's 2 players that are absolute units, no pun intended on that one, but Luminosity, they're going to close it out at 250 unless Units can just make a crazy comeback. They're going to break it. They're going to prevent LG from closing it out here on the last 15.
Well, I will say, I think Weeman's trying to make a valiant play right out through mid. John could almost get it done there. Formal, all he has to do is get on point. He's got to win a 2v1 and then just get it. Here goes the next rotation. Slack is in position to just win it right here and now. Is anyone there? There's the contest, just in the nick of time. The dream lives for now.
Okay, all right. Let's just take a deep breath for a second. 249 is going to be paused. Units going for an incredible comeback. And let's try and believe for a second here. Cammy close to the TAC 5. Nolson has War Machine. They are stacking the Brack's come in, and the Brack attack is back. What do you do if you're Luminosity? You look to your left, to your right, and that being Formal set in the middle, and Brack's dropping 40. Skies is basically dropping 40.
Woo. Well, it's safe to say, LG, that's a winning formula right there.
A bit of firepower.
Firepower. We talked about that on paper. The pure firepower that this team has now, it's up there. Whether they can really leverage that, whether they can execute, that's going to be the difference maker. Does this team have what it takes to go on and win a championship? Maybe, baby. We'll have to find out. See the end of that first hardpoint matchup. And to begin with, it was lovely for Units, but then Brack and Skies, they took the reins.
Certainly did here, and it's interesting. Keep your eyes, of course, in the top left for the exact numbers, but I've already texted Paradox. I want to know the damage. 31 and 17 for Brack at this point. It's interesting because we're actually watching the highlights, and the highlights are going to be units kind of shutting down LG until the final break comes through. But the important thing I want to point out, and I commented on this on the first match, I've completely slipped my mind of which player it was, but these main players who are slaying so heavy, but they're on the hardpoint at the same time. That Skies right now, 153 seconds alone is incredible. And yes, I've said Brack and Skies multiple times, but when was the last time that we saw, of course, like Form or Slack John as well? They're doing their job perfectly. And yes, if that means playing around Brack and Skies, then go for it. We do see units make a valiant effort here. They stack the point. You have to at that point, but LG breakthrough.
But before the start of the matchup, Jess had a chin wag with Wee Man.
Thank you, Miles. That's right, I did. And he said that vibes are just great today. I asked him about being here for his first Pro League. He said, well, it shouldn't be my first Pro League, but it is, and it's exciting. And he and Rated were joking around a lot before the match. One point that they kind of both brought up is they sort of told me they don't really care if they win this match or not. They said, win or lose, we just hope it's close, because they scrimmed literally only once before this week. So they said, you know, coming in so unpracticed, we just want to know we have a chance once we actually have more practice later on. So that's all from me, Miles and Momo. Back over to you guys.
Cheers, Jess. Good point from units. That's a three-man change. The core of that team was Rated and Joe. So yeah, practice is ideal right now. What a precious commodity that really is for those players. I mean, how do you feel about that, Phil? Do you feel like any other team, it might have been different, it might have been better, but Brack and Sky is just smacking them.
Yeah, it's very hard to kind of look away from those two individuals right now. It's not a two-man team by any means, but it's every single person playing their part, and it's very much like you have that one player that sometimes you'll play around and you kind of work around him, but when you've got two players, that do pretty much the same thing in the slaying department, like, work off of that, feed off of that, and let them go and do them, because it's not only the kills, it's the specialist. We got 2 Tempest out of Skies. Brack was what? Well, I think he was rocking the Purifier. Maybe I was wrong, but he was taking players down, and I'm sure he will have a grin on his face after taking down some of his ex-teammates, of course, Rated being one of them. But it's not over yet. Let's take a big deep breath, a big step back here. Search and Destroy coming up next, and of course, we know that the units can bring something spicy, bring something different in Search and Destroy.
Spicy and different. Is that what Rated's thinking about now? When I think of spicy and different, I think of just something, that I don't normally order from my local Indian, but still. Miami, friends, it's just around the corner. I mean, really, just around the corner. Cannot wait. We cannot wait. Never been to Miami before? If you haven't, you should get down there, friends. Again, the 19th to the 21st. This is the playoff. This is the finals. There will be an open event there. And again, top 16 will be going to champs as well. Exciting stuff. Qualifications all round for everyone. But again, the finals of the Pro League. We've all come down to this. These teams battling for places. These teams battling for a chance. And that fantastic prize pool, as we called, a Call of Duty World League champion. You may not be champs. It's Pro League, but it's very, very much a big tournament for a lot of these teams. Again, for some of these players who it's their first Pro League, Brack, who the hell were Brack and Skies before this game?
I
incredible.
No idea.
It is incredible. I mean, the Call of Duty World League has afforded them this ability to really shine. And the search coming up next, they can shine there also. Luminosity versus Units, if you've just joined us, friends. Our second series of the day, and at 250 to 184. Honestly, that could have been worse. That could have been a real bad scoreline. All things considered, it just goes to show how fundamentally sound units are, because when they're getting outslayed like that, like when they're getting that kind of outslayed, it was a bit like, you remember the start of that big battle in Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah, which one?
The one with all the Dothraki.
I remember.
And the undead. And the Dothraki were like, I've got a flaming sword, check this out. Whoa! And they all got mopped. But then in the next few episodes, they're all alive again. What's up with that? Either way, friends.
Respawn.
Huh?
Isn't it? No respawn delay.
Yeah, it might respawn. Yeah, good call, mate. Here we go. Search and Destroy. Off the rip. We're going to be watching the man himself, Brack. Phil, you were talking about his numbers before the start of this one.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of reiterate, Paradox always quick on the old damage here. Brack did drop 5,800 damage. Skies, though, 6,400. Incredible stuff there. And again, the most impressive thing for me was the 153 seconds that Skies actually accumulated for his team on the hard point. He was getting all those kills whilst on it. However, first blood has been drawn. It does go to units. However, John with a quick smack around the face of Rated, just mean a 4v4 retake.
Yeah, John doing the best he can to hunt down Rated and not let the flank happen. But here we go. Cammy finds a nice 2. That's lovely work. Skies takes care of Wee Man in the meantime. Now we have a 3v2. They got that bomb down real quick, and that's thanks to that Rated first blood. Joe on the outside of the map. Sky's making his way forward. Here we have it. Times this right. Cammy's in from behind. Finds his 3rd of the round. It all comes down to Skies. He manages to find Joe. There's the bomb. Will now detonate, but they are going to get the kill before it goes. Nice opener there for units again.
Oh, for Cammy. 4. But yeah, he got that final kill as well, and I think it was Skies hopping over the fence back and forth. But Cammy finds a double here, rotates around to platform, finds himself a 3rd, and of course the 4th. So interesting. Does Cammy pick up the bomb here? And I know he'll be on the defense. Never mind. But we'll see whether he can continue. Maybe grab himself a defuse and get those streaks pretty early.
Cammy again, another player. Who's Cammy? Where'd Cammy come from?
I mean, that's the thing. Cammy is the least known. I mean, Wee Man as well himself has already kind of made a bit of a name for himself globally, if you like. But Cammy he was the one everyone was like, okay, you're dropping players like Bance, who's been in grand finals of world champs for this guy, and well, welcome to the CWL Pro League, Cammy, and we'll see you at Miami. I'm intrigued and interested to see more from Cammy.
Unable to make the same impact he had in the first round. Still John with that opening kill. Nice bit of work. Wee Man gets caught in the pinch between Skies and John, and now Rated unable to get involved. Brilliant work from Luminosity. Reinforcements were covered. The opening kills were theirs. And that is the round. Top stuff to tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, nicely answered back there for LG. And again, with new rosters, you think who's going to be good at S&D? You know, who's going to be that search and destroy team? And when you look at the roster on LG, that doesn't jump out at you. Obviously, all 5 great players. But again, FaZe, they're a team that it jumps out and you're like, these are going to be great at S&D. They weren't. No. So take things with a pinch of salt, of course.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 is a different beast, man. You have enjoyed it.
I think a lot, again, with the coaches. You know, Ricky, who went from coach to player, back to coach now, and I think is happy there. And we're looking to help this team out as much as possible. Cammy with the angle, though.
It's a different kind of pressure as a coach. All right, here we go. 3rd round, a little different. Rated can't quite close out against Formal, and Skies is going to be there to rain on his parade. And a quick trade here in the 3rd. Already watching that house control go the way of LG. A's pretty much safe. They know there's something happening towards B. And surprise, there's some intruders here in the top of the house. Brack's going to get the quick hit and run on 1. He's actually going to dip back out. Oh, my Brack! How did he do that?
The audacity to actually peek that again is disgusting. Like, you just get away. You stay alive. He goes down the stairs. He goes, actually,
hang on.
Let me just moonwalk back up the stairs, find another. Formal shoots over, and he actually stays alive. That's the crazy thing about that whole round. You're going to get to see it in a action replay.
Dude, Brett was like, hey, they're at the front. Found 1. Oh, hang on, wait. I left another kill up here.
He challenges when he's on like 100 HP.
He almost got all 3 of them. He almost killed all 3 of those players. He's like, yeah, dudes, 1 sec. I might have left 2 kills upstairs. Hang on, let me just go back and get them. What in the name of tacos? Great round from him. 2-1 now in Luminosity. Skies, though, sitting at 4-1. John's at 4-1. You can't be disappointed with the performance. You can't be disappointed with the kill trades and the decision-making from LG right now. Right off the rip into the 4th. Joe is going to go down. Formal's going to go down. Wee Man just gets bullied by John there. That's 100 points away from streaks after that kill. Boy, howdy.
5-kill streak for John.
Oof. On the retake now. Purchase space now, 4 units. They've made their way forward straight up to the rock. John needs 1 more kill for streaks. Brack's going to take 1 away. Nolson, John has murdered your teammate so far. An assist would be great. Brack's not over there to get it. Oh, there it is, John. Lovely work on the Cammy. That's going to be the streaks. That's going to be the round. And LG are starting to look a little too ferocious for units at this point.
Yeah, looking nice in the search and destroy. You saw John just trying to tag up everyone and then send Brack in to try and finish him off. It didn't work out that way. John actually picked up 2 kills in the middle. That was a nice kill, of course. Started, I believe, with Skies shooting over the top. But cleaning up nicely here. John will have those streaks. He only has a lightning to my knowledge. But of course, that can open up into a Hellstorm with maybe a bomb plant. Even use the lightning strike. No, he's got a lightning. Brack's got himself all streaks as well. Great! Didn't see that at all.
Nice one, Brack. Nice one, mate. Round 5. Tags from John. On the defense side, quite far back. They've got eyes over A, and Brack's watching from top office to see the cut-throughs on B, but there's no one on the outside of the map. Only number 10, Slack, watching the rear. Lovely stuff from Formal. Now we see the play slowly. You have Joker trying to hit the flank, but he's been red. Wow, he's got away. Okay, fine. Brack gets the kill. That was his 6th in a row. Skies again, I mean, it's just pure firepower. The units just don't seem to have an answer for right now.
See Brack and Slack just running around, trying to bait together. Poor Slack, man. Slack's 0 and 4, and Brack just killed him. Brack finds himself another double. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know, when you look back at it. But I was like, come on, Slack, get off that donut. You're only in like round 3, 4. Everyone's picking up kills, and Brack just shoots him as he gets the shot punch off. Another round for LG, though, as their search and destroy seems to be pretty strong here. Again, with all these new rosters, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. The crazy thing is about obviously the cross-division play, you know, so many rosters have been changed, but you still have some of the core teams that didn't make a change. For example, 100 Thieves. You know, these guys, do they just get better and better as everyone else changes? It's really going to be interesting to see how it breaks down. But right now, round number 6, we've got a Lightning and a Hellstorm. Brack 8 and 1, Skies 5 and 1, John 7 and 2. Crazy numbers already.
No ping on the lightning, so they go straight in. But boy, what a throw from Brack. Not even a Hail Mary. That was a sweet shot with that nade. Quick now answer from the players on units. Skies, I don't want to get the bomb out of his hands, but he does get it down. And there's the trades from Formal. Great 2 before Nolson puts him out. 2-2 now. Brack and John, they have streaks. Brack is on a 9-kill streak. Oh, baby. Look at this. Are you in connector? Hello!
I felt like I went upside down plane for a second then.
John finds it. Brack finds the other. That's his 10th kill in a row.
That made me feel a bit sick. It was like 0G or whatever they call it.
Upside down on Hacienda. I was like, ugh. I've never seen Fountain like that before.
Started turning my head. I was like, I don't like this. But LG clean up again. In a 2v2, you've got streaks to play with.
Formal. He's a dangerous man. It's a team of dangerous men right now. I mean, CWL, Slack. I mean, the EKIA is definitely above 0, but he doesn't have any kills, does he? No. Still.
I mean, is it
28
between the team, though?
What are you supposed to do when everyone else is just murdering? And it's like, you know, he's there, right place, right time. Oops, guys. Just sucks that nade into another dimension. That doesn't go anywhere. No trophy, no nothing. But here we go. Joe's going to open up the first kill. John's lightning strike only finds 1. It's a 2v3. Now it's a 2v2. Slacked and Brack. Can Brack keep this going?
Slack's going to get the game-winning kill. He's going to do his first kill of the game, and it's going to be the last kill of the game. Dips out of that one. Wisely done. They're playing together. Well, I was going to say they're playing together. Brack's legged it.
He's like... Slack's like... We got 5 round wins and a Brack. We're pretty good. That makes me think.
I'm not sure what that was, by the way.
Or the shot?
Yeah, 2 shots.
The 2-tap. Just letting him know. Oh, Slack.
Oh.
His timing is incredibly funny right now. It's just so close. He's going to turn the corner. They're underneath him. Over to B. Here we go. Hey, wait a minute. There's... Okay, fine. Cammy gets it. Brack in a 1v1. The bomb may be going down, but Weeman's actually opted off of the bomb, but the time is ticking. Will he run across map towards A? Weeman's also going to be doing it. Now back to B. There you go. 125 away from his second set of bloody streaks in this game. 11 in a row for Brack. The 12th for the round win as well for the map win. Can he get it done?
And to give Slack to Donut.
And to give Slack to Donut.
Not bad winner. Search and destroy 6-1 with the Donut.
He's all give, Brack is. He really is. Here we go. Upstairs for number 12. Brack! You're a monster!
Ah, disgusting stuff. It was funny, obviously, the analyst desk before, it was a very moment. It's a very moment. Oh, why is he called the lightning striking? Come on, let's not take the Johnny. But as I was saying, the desk was kind of talking on his kill death ratio, obviously across all game modes, all positive, and I think they've just got a little bit better with today. Of course, that hardpoint discussing search and destroy. That is a one way to bump your S&DK up. It's probably going to be set at about 2.5. After that series, but Control's coming up next. So again, is that just another chance?
Who loves playing Control? It's Luminosity. Currently sat 2-0 over units. Brack is doing unspeakable things to players of good caliber. When we come back after the break, it's going to be Control. It could well be a 3-0, friends. We'll see you there.
The Call of Duty World League is brought to you by Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, the official beverage of the CWL. Scuff Gaming, the official controller of the CWL. And TCL, America's fastest growing TV brand.
Game Fuel. Level up the game.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty World League. We are almost done with our second series, if Luminosity have got anything to do with it. 2-0 so far over units, and holy moly, have we seen some scenes of depravity, wanton destruction, arson, murder, outright destruction from Brack, and actually most of LG. Everyone's playing great, but Martha, Brack, what?
Twitch.
Monster.
Twitch chat isn't happy with you, by the way. Spoiling Game of Thrones.
Ah, kiss my grass. Either way, Game of Thrones came out about 8 years ago, I think you said, Phil. We've got a control coming up now, friends. And if you're a betting man, I think right now you have to be betting on Luminosity. Even when they were in their weakest form with the previous roster and they could not get a series to their name, they would always win their controls. You could always count on them to win their controls. Now, while they have gone under, a bit of a change, I still think it's very safe to say that that's going to be one of their stronger game types.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to say it's going to be a strong one after we've just seen what they've done in Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. What I do see is Luminosity being a better, well-rounded team. I think if they can keep up the control as well as add that Hardpoint and Search and Destroy to the mix, who knows? Luminosity, of course. What can they really bring to Miami, to Champs, to the next couple of weeks as well?
Now, of course, our scuff player of the game, it goes without a shadow of a doubt, it had to belong to Brack in some way, shape, or form, and it was going to be the final round. He catches Cammy after a quick kill there onto Slacked. He makes the smart rotate while dodging Wee Man's best efforts to catch him out and about. As that bomb goes down towards the B site, it falls to a cheeky 1v1 with Brack and Wee Man.
I thought he was going to choke this last kill, by the way. It almost felt like he was toying with him. He starts hip firing the kill, then he starts calling in all kinds of things. Lightning strikes to end it. You don't need that. Come on. You've already give Slack the donut. Hate to say it again. Sorry. Slacked. But Brack here. Quick rotation. I will say, little bit of luck. It's Search and Destroy. It happens. But watch this. Whoa. Gets himself put down to what? 15 HP?
I'd have popped the TAC 5 just to give myself the heal, as opposed to stimming. You may as well press all the buttons while you've got them, friends.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Those points add up, and at the end, you can just pad those stats. Here's our series, friends. 2-0. It has been quite the bloodbath. Units, they had a good, solid showing yesterday. Well,
yeah,
3-1. They lose their Search and Destroys. That's definitely something they need to be working on, but their hard points and controls ain't bad, friends. Now we go into a control, potentially the last map of the night. Can LG, or the last map of the series, excuse me. Can LG run this one home?
Got FaZe versus 100 Thieves after this.
I know, I'm really excited for that.
Me too. I'm going to grab a taco and get tucked in. As we do see control underway, 3 lives lost for units, 4 though for Luminosity here as LG now on the attack. Slack last alive over by B, but the beat down from John takes out Joe, and the ice cream parlor's given back to LG as Brack takes out Rated. Ex-teammate, of course, and LG now looking for the attack on B. Can they make this work?
And they're on point. The contest is coming through. The trophies are up. They're getting ready for the winter. And boy, is it coming. Here we go. In over the top goes Formal as he finds his kills on the Cammy Sky. He's locking down 2 in the back there, actually. And Formal can't get any more done there as Nolson's ICR puts him to bed. And there we have more from Nolson. A nice 2. Is there a third? Nah, Slack is not going to let that one happen. 21-18. 2 ticks at B. This is lovely work. No, it's not 2 ticks. Just on the finish line. They close it out. Now the attention goes towards A for LG.
LG should be able to take A pretty comfortably. Usually this is the zone which most teams will first to. Oh, shaky shots there. Wee Man, nice double though. And we do see the life advantage just in favor of Luminosity here, 17-15. But nonetheless, I will say units, I feel like they've done their job here. They've defended well.
It's a good defense, as you said. Okay, Wee Man. That's nasty. Finds his second. For Wee Man now, that currently is his 6th kill in a row. He's holding down that backside of B. Admirably Rated with a tasty 2. And in from behind, Cammy, he finds a teammate and he gets the damage done. Rated is still good though. Rated is still good. 3 kills in a row for him. Now keeping the respawns alive for his team. Giving them back into the fight before that push towards B happens. They're holding down the back. Holding it down. And Joe's now trying to hold the front. And oh boy, that was intimate. Brack gets the kill. Now we're falling to B. Wee Man, can he get those streaks though?
Time. There's plenty here for LG. You got over a minute to play with. And this is maybe 2 waves of kills that change the game. Great start there for Wee Man and Cammy, and that's going to be streaks as well. Cammy and Nolson doing what they need to here. And this is going to be very difficult here for Luminosity to break through. They don't have the lives to play with. Wee Man is actually being fed streaks, and with every kill that drops, units grow stronger.
Yeah, Joe, he's managed to go on a bit of a run now. Rated still on his 4th streak. 6 for Wee Man again. And they've just managed to find that pace that LG don't like. That's 11-4 now. LG quite scattered at this point. We could see an aggressive play coming out now from units. Just to close this out. There we go. It's been very clean. Way too clean for Weeman's like in 1 HP to keep his 10 streak alive. God, you love to see that. Brack, can you kill 10 players? May as well try. Did he come? I mean, what, he took down 2 before they finally got him in the end there?
Found himself in a very bad position. However, super strong round there from Units. They looked pretty weak at the start. I thought they'd lost B instantly.
Yep.
But they didn't. They fought back, they got control, and then after they'd lost A, they were in a really good position. They got themselves streaks. They got themselves close to that specialist, of course, as time did dwindle away. Nicely done here from Units. Can they replicate that on the offense, though? That's the question. I'm interested to see what LG set up for here on the defense. They were very adamant about going for B straight away on the offense.
Yeah, but it's the defensive holds now on. We've seen it time and time again. In control. Most of the round wins early on were defensive wins in Black Ops 4, but now these players are starting to become a little bit more decisive on the offense. Here we go. This is going to be big. Already, though, LG have made the read. Number 5 in from behind. Rated holds it down. That's huge. Almost trying to find the kills up front. Cammy goes down in the front end. Second ticket A almost finished. This is a good bit of work now coming out of Units. They're still keeping this one going. It's a one-on-one now on A. Skies is still there. Weeman wins it. 13 in a row for Weeman. But you know what, mates? Valamugulis, how do you say it again? For all men must die. He drops. Weeman, what a run that was, though. 13, keeping Units alive and kicking. 2 ticks at A. You love to see it. On the offense, though, their control. I jinxed LG, man. I really did. This has not been good.
But did you? That's the question. Again, 2 ticks on A. Yes, life count at the moment favoring Units, but A is not gone just yet. B is on its way, but if LG can, I was going to say fight back into this, it'll be interesting to see, but a Hellstorm here is going to slow things down, put it right through the middle of that little crack here, and we're going to see Units get that second tick onto B. LG need to get away for kills, and they need to get it now. Brax, Guys, and Formal combined for 4, and just one. That one being rated, still left alive. Being a nuisance, being a thorn in the side here. Will he go down? 6 HP in a dream. Yes, he will. Now LG can focus front.
They're going to focus Weeman. Finds his 17th kill of the match. There's the contest.
Wow, that was quick.
There's 2 ticks on both points. No one's going for A, but you have to be thinking now, if you're LG, you've got to be considering the A defense as well. Are they going to go all in on B, though? Because the contest is still here. It's still happening. It's still good. The shots are through the walls on the Skies. Can he find anything? 11 and 9. The life count starting to dwindle. They're going to drain out B. Keep it safe for now. But I got a 3-man push now, and the LG have made the read. Are they going to be able to get there on A on time? With 3 players on a single point, they're going to capture that very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think you just give it up at this point. You've got the life lead. You can sit back at B. Yes, there's only 1 tick, but it's much like the previous round, should I say, where you just need to simply stay alive. You're on the defense. You don't need to do anything crazy. Brack's just taking down his teammate.
Cheers, Brack.
And he's looking to make up for it, but no. He's going to back off, and he's going to be paid for it. Brack there makes it 8v8.
That was the problem. You send 3 players to capture A. You send the 2 who are still sitting there having a fight against 3 members of LG. You're going to level up the life count. And already now slacked. This is great timing. Lovely one. Helps out his teammates with a little bit of distraction. Can Weeman and that ICR put Slack down? The chase is on. The hunt is on. It's cat and mouse. But which is which? There it is. Slack. The fangs are out. And he's going to claw his way through that one. It's 6-5. Now it's a 5-on-4. Units. It's been a great round. Can they pull out some magic now in this 5-on-2?
I feel like this is very similar to round 1. It was great from the offensive team. They started so strong, but when you capture A and it's all over to B, the defensive side does have that advantage. You can sit back, relax, put your feet up, and get in those positions that you need to. 5v2, and as time dwindles away here, rated on Weeman, what are they doing? They're trying to find a pick. They're trying to find a player. They don't want to invest anything, which, for obvious reasons, you wouldn't.
I mean, sadly, they've already spent the streaks. Weeman's gone all in, and he didn't find a whole lot. Weeman now, he's found more than he could have ever wanted, and all those shots from LG. And that 5-on-2 situation, squeaky clean from LG, 1-1 in the control.
So again, now this makes me think about the next round offensively. LG, do they, again, go for B first and try and actually capture with all 3 ticks? Or do they say, screw it, let's capture A, and then we'll stop. We have way more time to start thinking about pushing around the flank, pushing around and taking our time on the pushes. So, again, first thing I'm looking at here is LG and which way they go. I've got a feeling that they kind of dig their heels in and go to B, but no. Okay. We're seeing a full 5 stack at A. They're looking to get the job done ASAP. No one's going to be challenging them to start with. Wouldn't surprise me if units just sit back and give it to them.
Yeah, they've got enough time now to afford the cap to go down, but then to set up around the outsides of A. Again, there's only, what, 4 ways in and out. Formal gets the capture. Skies, with the TAC 5 coming through, is going to boost him up 100 points away from streaks now. This could be an interesting turning point now for LG. Cha-ching! Lightning strike.
One more for the Hellstorm. Oh, doesn't connect.
Come on, Skies, you hit mad shots all games long. You missed those. Here we go. One more kill to net himself the Hellstorm. And this 5-man push now from LG developing in the back. Safe as they come now because John holds down the line. Sky's now calling the lightning strike over the top. Will it find anything? Still 100 points away. There gets the tag and the kill.
Even just one with the lightning strike there is pretty powerful. And now he's got himself a Hellstorm. Does he invest this as well? Coming from behind, John. Sneaky Beaver finds one, finds two. Can he find the third? He's getting a little overzealous there, but he's got the teammates to back him up. Little 1 by 1 at the end. Poor timing from Bracken John as 2 do 4. Formal cleans up, gets one in the bag, and he's done and dusted. Remember that, gents.
Hey!
Should have saved, but Skies and Slacked. Everything's kicking off.
That's unfortunate. Slacked was doing an amazing job of picking up those kills. And now Weeman, Tempest is up. Tempest on point. He's going to find the tags, Weeman! Lovely shots. 21 to 17. Formal's up next at 6 HP. Those cardboard boxes offer very little protection.
Let's not forget Weeman as well. 19 and 8. He talked about his, what, 13, 14 kill streak here?
Oh, that's 3 tags. That's 3 tags. Can't get the kills. Skies is going to cover him now with that Hellstorm on the approach. Finds Cammy. You're not safe. Nor's rated. Slack's making his way forward. Man, the battle for B rages.
Nelson shuts down 3 with the ICR as well. This is a tough one to call here. However, Slam is available. I thought it was coming out of that Slack then.
That'd have been
16 to 13.
That'd have been a three-man easily with that. Big Slack Slam potentially. Now Cammy in mid-map trying to contest. Oh my, John. That was top shots. Cammy still going. Brack, though, a little too strong. He's a Brack wall of defense. Get it? You get it? I'm sorry. Here we go. Vision Pulse comes through.
Vision Pulse and Slam combo. Always dangerous.
Yeah, Joe can counter it, though, with a slam of his own. There it is. Up and over the top. Finds 2. The contest is still there. 13 to 10.
Joe doesn't need no Vision Pulse to get a nice slam going. Brack again from behind. Will be traded out. That's nice from units here. 9 to 11 is okay. They have attack 5 boost. Skies laughs in the face of that boost, though. Cluster out. War Machine available. All tied up, remember here. 29 seconds left. War Machine. Oh! Rated!
No!
It's like clay pitches.
It's okay. Weeman gets 3. He's on point. Nelson's still good. It's fine. He's 75 away from streaks. What a control this has been. It's like a bloody Greek tragedy. 50 points now from streaks is Nelson.
Rated got a pellet up his backside for that one. That was really unfortunate there. That was funny. 6 to 6 though. One player may respawn from your team. The push goes on. Advantage unit. Skies takes out 1. 5v5.
4v4. Slacked. Trying to make his way forward. The specialists have been used, have been expended, and whether you love them or hate them, they're all out. Formal though! He finds 2, and it's a 3-on-2 right now. Slack's gonna back on up a little bit. They've still got Nolson and Rated on the point. The Sorgs come out. It's not gonna be a trade. It's a 2v1. Now it's over. And wow, what a silly round that was.
Oh, I love Call of Duty, man. Everything from Nolson's 3 pieces to Weeman 3 pieces to the pellet in the backside of Rated, everything was just great. This was the 3 from Nolson.
That wasn't even the 3 from Weeman was way more impressive.
Oh, yeah, from Ice Cream?
Yeah, I mean, whoa, there we go. Woohoo! That was a round for the ages.
But what a round to lose. That's annoying. Because, again, that would have been another defensive win. And now LG go on the defense, and they can... We know what they can do on the defense. They dig their heels in. They look strong here. Again, pretty level on the Slain side of things. I will say Weeman, 22 and 11. That's just nuts. But, of course, the 2 rounds to 1 is all that matters in the top middle of your screen. Formal invest the War Machine just for the 1 kill. Better than 0, but would have liked more, I'm sure.
Yeah, a quick trade comes through. We'd love to see that, though, for units. Hey, John. Yeah, it's fast. get those kills. Now they're going to finish up A. The second tick's here. John, the contest. Oh, right in the nick of time. Rated's nades come through, though, and quickly trade out. Second tick finished. We're almost done here at A. Pack up your bags, boys. We're moving to B soon. As units now will close that, seal the deal, and now make their way across map. But again, the guns are up for Luminosity, having pinned here. 2 players have managed to make their way out the back while their lives are being lost in the front line. And there it is, another big kill from Skies. And oh boy, this is starting to look nasty. Brack with a high ground. Unable to close out these kills. There's players all around him. Slack now up from the top of that shop. He's got a sweet deal there for Joe. Formal winning gunfights left, right, and center. I mean, right now, it's the individuals from LG that are really looking strong. Their positioning's good. They managed to keep everyone from units slowly pulling back, but now the damage is really being dealt.
It's Formal again. He might be 18 and 20 right now, but you think about it. The 2-piece that he got towards the end of the last round really won it for them. He finds another 2 at the start of this at 8 to keep the life lead pretty much neutral. Formal's really stepping up his game here in this control. They now have a 6 life lead. They have the defense. They don't need to be aggressive. John's going to be caught out there, but the concussion does connect. Formal looking to clean up. ICR, tag 5. Not available just yet, as we do see Cammy take down Formal with that Maddox.
It's going to be good timing, but...
Ooh, Skies has got the Tempest, and Skies is out. Never mind.
Quick trade, though. Slack's there to pick it up. We like that. 16 and 10. This is a solid life lead now from LG. If they're able to just hold this, they've got a minute now to work with. Units have got to make the cap happen. Oh, Slack is on the hunt once again. Making his way top shot. He's got more than he could have bargained for. Now he finds one upstairs. There's another on the bottom. And again, the positioning right now. I mean, Slack can just hold this line. He's seen Formal now make his way forward to reinforce. Skies is watching mid-map. I mean, this is really solid work from LG. Positionally, I mean, they're great. Formal, he wins his gunfights. John's now pressuring these players in the spawn. I mean, this is seriously starting to look dangerous. Brack's now there in position. I mean, he can't stay there forever, but the mere fact that we've got LG in these positions, it just forces everyone in units to struggle, and that's going to be the final 4. With 24 seconds left, they have to contest on B, and number 8, he's on the other side of the map. They need to make something special happen. Tag 5 comes through. We are seeing the Vision Pulse being used by Rated the final 15 seconds. There's only 2 of them left now in this 2v9. Formal can't get the kill done. Is anyone there to contest? Slide on the point, throw your body at it. Rated's done. Joe's the last one left alive, and that, friends, is going to be all she wrote for units. It is a 3-0 for Luminosity Gaming.
Nicely done there once again by LG. As they get a 3-1 victory yesterday, they get a 3-0 victory today. I will say, I was going to say UIU there. Units, for me on the control, that one round, which was super close, came down to that 2v1 at the very end. I felt like this could have been pushed to a 5th round in control, if I'm being honest. The hardpoint was dominant from LG. The search and destroy was ridiculous from Brack and the boys. Sky's happy with that result, as I'm sure Slacked will be as well. What a way to win an S&D.
All things considered, though, I still think, I mean, what happens to this LG squad if Skies and Brack don't go just absolutely ham?
I mean,
in every single map. What if they don't? I mean, is the rest of the team there to pick that up? And we can always expect Formal to do something crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Slacked has had his moments throughout the year. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad situation to be in, but I don't know. I just worry if they don't play.
Yeah, I think, of course, like, you know, you think about Luminosity, and yes, they're doing great in Brack and Skies, but they've got to have those teammates to enable them to do great. It's not all about them. It's a 5-man team. However, I'm interested to see what the analysts have to break down. Katie, over to you.
Thank you, Momo. Luminosity getting their 2nd win here, looking better than they have been previously. And Study, what do you feel about Sky's performance? We talked a lot about Brack. Brack did well too, but it seemed like Skies really had a good showing today.
Yeah, them too. Just between Brack and Skies, those guys are the duo when it comes to respawn or in S&Ds. We saw them both on that first map. They were down at least 80 points right off the rip, and then both of them were just able to kick up. Both ended with at least 30 plus at that map. And in the S&D, it was just unbelievable performance out of Brack. The guy went on a 12 kill streak. When you're picking up new players and they're able to do what they're doing for this team now, you got to be feeling amazing.
People are going to stop playing them on frequency already.
Yeah.
They're seeing it like, this is a frequency squad, because you got Formal and Brack on that map who are insane, and then Skies too. Like, this guy was gone off, so yeah, that's going to be a map people are going to start to veto. But even in that search and destroy, what Brack was able to do there was insane, dude. Picking up full streaks, 11-1, winning his clutches. Like, this guy's a superstar now. Superstar in this league now.
Pac-Man, if the likes of Brack and Skies aren't going off for LG, are you concerned, or is there more to it than just that?
No, there's a lot more to it. And plus, Formal has also been putting in incredible damage output both these days so far. It might not show kill to death wise, but yesterday he was the top damage guy for Luminosity. Today he had 5,700 on the first map, so it's not just these two guys, although that might be what it looks like when you just look at the kill to death. This team is actually playing really well as a unit right now.
Where do you think they go from here then? Obviously, yes, they're taking down some of these teams that might not be as strong, but going off these performances, Nameless, do you think they contend?
So they've set themselves apart from the lower tier teams. They know where they stand right now. They have to improve as well still. Slack and John, they still do need slight improvement. They're doing their job, but I mean, as a unit, they have to learn still, right? Like, this is a team that's not ready to compete with 100 Thieves just yet. Like, they have some time until they're at that point, but you know, right now I do think that they have potential to be a very solid roster. We have to see more though.
Just needs to be more consistent, especially like watching this map. There was a play where John was able to flank that post office, pick up a 2-piece, and then immediately just give away his life by challenging a guy back 18. They could have closed this round out, to me, at least a long time ago. Probably would have been a huge life advantage, but if John was just able to just play his life a little better and just slow down and just realize his situational plays at that moment, it would have been a lot better of a round in this round.
And that search was like almost like flawless. Like,
Yeah,
that was
flawless out of Brack.
Like, that was textbook search.
Brack was what,
destroy.
12 and?
Yeah, he started off 0-1, then went on a 12 kill streak.
Played their numbers really well. Like when they were at B bomb site and they just all like were around that 4 square and just picked up all those trades. Like, that was perfect. Communications on point. You can tell these guys are in the honeymoon period right now. We'll learn a lot about these guys by the end of this week, right? And then we'll see their true colors in the play-in bracket at playoffs. But I don't want to jump the gun and say these guys are too good just yet.
Yeah, because obviously Pac-Man still will see how they do against some of the better teams later on. That will tell you more.
They haven't played a top team yet, so I mean, but they're doing their job in beating the lower tier teams. Like, these guys on units did win yesterday, to their credit, but LG's a team that's trying to win championships, and they haven't played any of those teams yet, so it's too quick to judge them just yet.
All right, well, we are cruising right on through things here. Let's pull up our schedule. We have 2 series left for you coming up next. FaZe Clan versus 100 Thieves. Sure to be a great matchup. But again, halfway done with our Tuesday, starting things off with that 6-3-1 over UYU, and then Luminosity's second win of the week, 3-0 over Units in rather tidy fashion. Coming back, we're going to be talking FaZe Clan versus 100 Thieves.